Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Brinkerhoff with Hair and Makeup by Steph, and today I'm going to be walking you guys through this tousled high twist. This is a modern take on the classic French twist, and it can be dressed up or dressed down and is good for lots of different occasions. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I want to start by creating a lot of volume in her hair with some really soft curls. So this style in and of itself, it's not gonna be super curly, so I'm mostly focusing on just some really loose curls in the ends and some really pretty volume through here. So I'm going to start down here in the back, down at the nape, and I'm just going to work my way up the head, and I'm going to back comb, hairspray, and curl. So I'm going to loosely back comb right here at the roots. Get that sprayed with the Kenra Volume Spray 25. And then I'm going to mist the Kenra Hot Spray 20 through the ends. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do with every row, and then I'm going to get that curled. Okay, so I'm just using a 1 1/4 inch iron, and I'm going to curl everything the same direction. And I'm just going to get it curled under. So just like that, mostly just focusing on the ends. So that's what we're going for. So I'm going to repeat that process all the way up to the top. Okay, so once again, getting this back combed and hairsprayed with the 25. And then misting the Hot Spray 20 through the ends. Okay, so now once I get to the top, I'm gonna be a little bit more careful with my back combing. So I wanna keep an eye on the shape that I'm creating. So I just wanna make sure to make this nice and rounded. So I'm gonna back comb right here in the center, just to make sure this is nice and balanced on top. Okay, so the reason that I wanted to curl all of this the same direction is so that when I get this brushed out, it's just going to create a really soft wave that's all going the same way. And this is gonna be really helpful too once I get this twisted, because all of the hair is going in the same direction. It's gonna create a more uniform look, which is what I'm going for. Okay, so I'm just using a boar bristle brush to get this brushed out, and that's what's making this look nice and fluffy. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to get the crown pinned. So I'm not gonna include any of the sides. I'm actually just going to loosely separate those out. We're gonna leave those for now. So we're just focusing on the crown section. Okay, so first I'm going to get some of the Kenra Spray Clay 15 right here at the roots, just to give a little bit of bulk. This has a really dry feel to it, so it's not going to weigh anything down. Then I'm going to very softly just skim the top layer. I'm going kind of high up on her head because this twist is going to sit up a little bit higher. We're gonna wanna pin her crown a little bit higher as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this softly twisted and just pinned right up here at the top. So I'm kind of deconstructing this a little bit. Okay, and then I'll just get this pinned right here in the center. Okay, and at this point, I'm going to start working in the sides. So I'm going to get everything from the ears and up back, and then we can start doing our twist from there. So I'm going to add a little bit more of the Spray Clay 15. Okay, and you want this to blend in with the crown right there. So you don't want to see any separation between those two. And then I'm just gonna deconstruct this a teeny bit. And if your bobby pins are showing right here, it's not a huge deal because they're gonna be covered by your twist anyway. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and I have a lot of back combing here in the back from earlier, so these pins are just sliding in very easily. Okay, and then I'm just checking the overall shape, deconstructing a tiny bit more before I move on to my twist. All right, once we have everything detailed through the top and the sides, we can go ahead and get our twist up. So I want some more of the Spray Clay 15 back here. You want this to feel pretty fluffy. not too silky, just so that it's really easy to work with. And I'm just going to loosely get this gathered in my hand, and I'm probably gonna leave out a couple little baby pieces down here. And I'm going to get all of this twisted, but I wanna make sure the sides are nice and smooth. Just getting that brushed. We'll do the other side as well. Okay, and then I'm just going to get all of this tightly twisted and pulled up. Okay, so the twist itself is fairly tight. The focus is mostly going to be on the top portion. So I am going to deconstruct this just a little bit, but in general, it's pretty tight. So just make sure it's sitting right in the center. Okay, and I'm just getting this bobby pinned. Okay, so now with this tail end, we're going to get this loosely wrapped and leave some of our ends out. So this is a very undone feel. So I just wrapped that right on top of there, and I'm going to get that bobby pinned in place. Okay, so now I'm just checking from every angle. I'm gonna add a couple more pins just for security. Okay, and then from here, I can just detail these little pieces around her neck. Okay, and then I'm just going to finish with the Volume Spray 25 to get this locked in place. Okay, and that completes this tousled high twist. Okay, if you guys have any questions or requests for future styles, please leave a comment below. And if you want to see more looks from me, you can click on this video right here. Thank you so much for watching.